Ladies and gentlemen, when today's kids hear the words, quote, short and amusing, they think TikTok. For those of you of a certain age, more mature, quote, short and amusing, you can just as easily describe our next comic. Welcome back to the stage, it's Julia Rose! Keep it going, keep it going!
Is that good? Higher? No. Okay. All right, now I got it. Hi, I'm Julia. So growing up in the 70s, I hated my name. The only other Julia I knew was that old woman making French food on PBS. And I wanted a cooler name, like Jenny or Lisa or Karen. I really wanted to be a Karen. Karens were cool and popular. They were fun and they were friendly. Today, not a great time to be a Karen. So it used to be that you didn't want your name associated with a tropical storm like Sandy or Katrina. Now it sucks to be Karen. So if you don't know what a Karen is, they're sort of like a subspecies of the soccer mom. A Karen is usually middle-aged, privileged white woman sporting an asymmetrical bob with chunky blonde highlights, driving her 3 perfect but unvaccinated children in her enormous SUV while sipping a kale smoothie. Karens like to yell at the Starbucks baristas. Karen is going to need to speak to your manager now. So the birth certificate Karens, the real Karens, they're literally getting a bad name. And these entitled Karens, you can find them pretty much anywhere in the wild of suburbia. And maybe everybody has a little bit of Karen in them. I was actually kind of concerned. Come on, I'm sort of dressed like a Karen tonight. So I was a little concerned. So right before I came on, I took a quick BuzzFeed quiz. It turns out I am 12% Karen. Which basically means I'm a bitch, like, once a month. So, yeah, that's about right. I'm also 100% middle-aged. I know, hard to believe. I am part of what's called the sandwich generation. So what that means is I'm still raising kids, but now I have to start caring for aging parents. It's kind of ironic because no one my age really eats sandwiches anymore, unless they're Whole30 and keto approved, and you consume them in the specific hours for your intermittent fasting. But it means that I'm equally nervous driving in the car with my 17-year-old son driving as my 80-year-old one mom. And I have to worry about what both of them are accidentally downloading onto their phones. And neither one of them can hear anything I say. One because he always has things in his ears, and the other because she refuses to put things in her ears. But what really helps me cope with all of this is Chardonnay. So I am officially renaming it the Chardonnay generation. So I have a Jesus fish. Not one of those magnets you stick on the back of your car. I actually own a fish named Jesus. My family's Jesus fish, like his more well-known namesake, came from very humble beginnings. He was a 15-cent feeder fish from Petco. And everyone knows that pet store goldfish have 2 options for lifespans. They either die on the car ride home or they live forever. So we initially named our fish Bob. And we brought Bob home, and immediately Bob was not doing well. He was lying on the gravel in his new shiny bowl, and his little gills were working so hard. We were preparing ourselves for the inevitable, the Flushing funeral. But then, on the third day, Bob rose from the gravel and swam, and hallelujah, Jesus was born. So now you can regularly hear my family exclaim, "Good morning, Jesus," when they come down to breakfast. And when my son was learning to drive, we'd come back from road practice, and I would say to my husband, not too bad. I only said the fish's name twice today. Jesus is my friend. I have fully accepted Jesus into my life. His bowl is on the kitchen counter. He is with me in my darkest hours and my most trying time, figuring out what the hell to make for dinner. So in addition to Jesus, we have a dog. We've already discussed this tonight because this is Ridgefield. You need to pay your taxes, put your organic produce in your reusable shopping bag, and have a dog. So you either fall into one of two categories, either the who saved who rescue, it's not a pit bull category, or you have one of the doodles. But either way, I guarantee that your dog has witnessed you do some pretty embarrassing stuff. Think about it for a sec. I don't know, something like singing off key to Shawn Mendes while dancing in the shower. Just drew a blank. Scrolling your Facebook page, Hello Ridgefield Facebook page while on the toilet. Eating frosting out of the can in the middle of the night. But, dogs are man and women's best friend. Because dogs don't care. Cats will judge the shit out of you. But dogs see it all and keep your secrets. So the other night, my dog Gracie and I were on the couch, and we are watching A Star Is Born for like the 10th time. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, Bradley Cooper is hot. And I'm feeling a little lonely. My husband was traveling. I'm getting a little frustrated. Like an itch, you just have to scratch. It got really quiet in here. So I think to myself, what would Jesus do? But then I looked at my dog, Gracie, and I decided I was going to scratch that itch. And I did. I scratched that itch. I scratched it good, right in front of my dog. Oh my God, Ridgefield, get your minds out of the gutter. I am talking about like that actual itch. The one you get right between your shoulder blades that's really hard to reach? But dogs don't judge. My Jesus fish, on the other hand, we're gonna have to book a session of kitchen confessional. Thanks so much. That's my time. I'm Julia, not Karen.
Keep it going.